Another video, another rant session. Today, we're going to be playing the M3 Bradley. Hopefully, nothing goes too badly. I've been having some fun with the Bradley, but it is what it is. I'll do what I can when I can. I won't really be touching the M60 or the XMA or really anything else because I really only want to play the Bradley. But anyways, let's stop squabbling. Let's get into the game. The part we always love. Come on. See how quickly we can get in here. 10, 11. Ooh, 11 seconds. That is lovely. Alright, so, of course, a video of these two last videos were ranting and playing War Thunder and ranting. And now, I really have something to rant about because, oh boy, I had a night, man. Just fucking. Honestly, I knew it was gonna be a little crazy because the people that are gonna be there, but also like, dog, some of these people just make it so just hard to enjoy life sometimes. And I understand getting rowdy, and I understand it can be fun, but sometimes they just get rowdy for no reason. And sometimes they just get rowdy in the worst way possible. Like, my gosh. I don't even know how to keep going on about this, but I know how I feel. The words just really aren't coming in my mouth, because I'm a little, like, out of it right now. Oh, I'm tired as hell, and people piss me off. Honestly, most of the people that night were really fun to be around, really great, but it's just a few characters that just make it a little annoying, and it's the same people that I'd expect. The thing is I want to get away from them. I don't want to associate with them as much anymore, and I don't want to talk to them. And the problem with that is, like, I know that if I bring it up with them, they're gonna make it a whole thing. They're gonna just, I'm never gonna hear the end of it. It's gonna just, it's gonna piss me off. And that's really just the reason that I've never said anything in the past. Because I knew that if I did, they're just gonna get, like, sort of confrontational. And I just don't want to deal with that, like, and that's why I've never said anything. But every time the people I hang out with and the people I associate with, for some reason, love that person so much and take his words so many times and listen to him, and I don't understand it sometimes, and a lot of times they will reverberate stuff they hear, and they will say stuff about certain people that they have had things happen with them. And, you know, whatever situation they're in, I can understand and I cannot understand some things about it. And I don't want to get too into it. But a lot of times, let's kill this guy first. Is he dead? Let's go. Anyways, this person, like, they talk about other people and they reverberate stuff that they hear, and a lot of times people just listen to it. They don't think about it, and nobody that I ever talked to actually asks the other person. The only thing they ever do is listen to their friend and trust them wholeheartedly, which is so insane. Especially, I especially don't understand it when a lot of times the person is talking about a friend that other people are friends with, and they just listen to them wholeheartedly, believe what they say, and don't do anything to actually think about what has happened and to actually find out the ins and outs of the real story. And I understand you can't ever get a complete 100% like right story, because both people's and just people are going to have their own version of it, and a lot of times they're always going to contrast, and even if they don't, they're going to have differences. And unfortunately, we can't read people's minds, and we can't understand what they actually went through and what they actually saw and what they think about it. But you have to, like, you can't just listen to what somebody else says. You can't just eat that up and reverberate it and then believe it wholeheartedly. And then, like, some of these people are, like, taking what they said as fact, and then they're going harassing the person, saying, like, some pretty fuck shit about them, just directly to them, because they for some reason fully believe they're friends, and they don't put, like, any time to actually find the truth out, you know. And when I look around people and I look around what's going on, and it just angers me, because a lot of times I'm never in drama. I try well, it's not even that I try, I just, in high school a lot, so my school was pretty open, and we had an entire time during our school. It was like an hour where we could just pretty much do whatever we wanted. We could go to whatever classes. There were parts of the school that was blocked off, but for the most part, you could just do whatever, go whatever, and do whatever. And me, I would hang out with my friends every now and then, and I would associate with them. But really, most of the time, I kind of just like to walk around by myself, and honestly, be alone by myself. And, like, in the moment, it felt pretty miserable. But then I'd actually sit down with my friends, and I'd just get, like, overstimulated. I really didn't feel like I could handle them as much and deal with it. So most of the time, all I did was walk around from class to class. And I got my steps in. And I got my steps in. I got a little bit of a workout in every now and then. But mainly, I hate dealing with people sometimes, and I have the feeling within me to socialize, and I have the need and the want to socialize, but when I'm actually there, I can't handle them most of the time. And so a lot of times I stay out of drama. I try not to pick sides, especially because I just don't understand it. Like, they're both my friends, and when I listen to both sides, it just sounds like the stupidest motherfucking thing, and it sounds like both of us are getting mad at each other for literally fucking nothing. At all. And now I think about it, I'm actually really happy that I have treated high school the way I have, and just try to spend time with myself. Fortunately, by the end of my high school and school, I went to another school, a different one, and I mean, it was people from all over the city, and nobody knew each other really, and there was no drama there. There was no nothing. Nobody fucking big deals about anything, and what I think is a bit crazy about it is like I would never associate with some of those people. It was a school not for the best of people. And I don't think they're bad people. I just think that they have found themselves in bad situations, and either they can't pursue school in a certain way, or they don't see the need to, or they don't like care about it like that. But they get sent to this other school, and they actually change. Like, they actually graduate, they actually put in the work, and they do something. But when you actually look at it, like, these are kids from all over the city with all different kinds of situations. But a lot of them are people who just, they don't, like, either the school system doesn't work for them, or they don't want to work for the school system. And I can understand why you would look down on these people, and why you would think that they are, how do I say this, just kind of losers. But in many ways, the school system is not built for a lot of people, and it is not good for a lot of people. And they just, either they see no reason to go and actually care about it, or they just don't want to, because they've done so poorly in the past, and they've been treated so poorly in the past at school, that they don't care about it anymore. And so a lot of the people that I went to school with at that last school were, um a lot of them were from the poor side of town. These would be people that I would never talk to or never hang out with, where I came from. I lived on definitely the better side of town. I lived kind of spoiled in a way. I lived pretty good, you know, lower middle class, like whatever you want to call it, in suburban America. I've never had to worry about anything. My parents have pretty much given me anything I've ever wanted, and they don't make too much of a fuss about it. But some, like, a lot of the kids that you know you see in these schools, they either they come from, poor sides of life, and they've been disenfranchised, or whatever else. I don't know how to properly say this, uh, but there were a couple, like, first and family graduates, and when I look at them, like, they're actually making a difference in their life. They're actually trying. Like, some of them are going to go to college. Some of them are gonna do something with themselves. And if they didn't go there, if they went, just either dropped out, didn't get out of school again, or if they kept with the school system that they were in, they'd probably never get ahead and succeed. And it's really nice to see. You know what I mean? Yeah, mainly because they were all people that I would never associate with, never talk to if I didn't go to school with them. But also, even if I did go to a school, like a big school, with them, I still probably never associate with them. And I met people from my school that I had never talked to in my life. I never done anything with them, but I just, like, the school was so big, and there were so many different types of people that had their own groups that did their own things, that there was never really any chance for me to get to know them. And it was a nice way to end off my school career and get my get my diploma, graduate, which I don't know if I would have if I kept on with regular school, but it's nice to think about. Well, anyways, I just wanted to record a little War Thunder. I wanted to rant a little because of the time I had, and I did poorly in that round there, but hey, I got to do what I wanted. And look at my Bradley, bro. It's so cool. I love the Bradley so much. I suck ass, but I'm having so much fun with this, and I love it in so many ways, and I'm going to keep playing this thing, and I'm going to spade it, and even when it's spaded, even when I get better vehicles, I'm going to keep playing this because I enjoy it. But yeah, that was that. I don't feel like doing any more of this. I don't know if I could rant anymore, but I got what I wanted. Got this down, and maybe you'd listen to me talk and think about what I've said. And think about your situation, your life. Probably won't, but it's worth a shot. Anyways, if you do see this, if you do watch this, thank you. You take care.